Diana must go.
Stop it. Go do your review.
We must get rid of her.
You're just gonna scare yourself, man.
Diana knows too much about the family.
Okay, you know what? Review time.
Charles, fix it, Charles.
No biz.
You're listening to Know This, a podcast where two friends test each other on useless trivia from topics they think are interesting. But really, it's just friends hanging out, and maybe they'll learn a thing or two. I'm Clint.
I'm Jeremy.
So Jeremy, Princess Diana, know this?
Who?
Okay. Princess
Well,
Diana.
actually, I know Queen Elizabeth. I actually literally have no idea who Princess Diana is.
She's famous.
Is she English?
Yes, she was part of the royal family.
Okay. So she's not like, I'm Princess Diana of Arendelle. Or kind of one of those.
All right. Why would I make up princesses? Yes, I'm testing you on a cartoon character, Jeremy.
Hey, I might do that. Okay.
All right. All right, Jeremy, I want to talk about something. Can you guess what it is?
Is it Anchor?
You got that right. I gotta tell you why Anchor is really awesome. First of all, it's a free creation tool that allows us to record and edit, and we can do it through our phone or our computers.
Oh yeah, we've been using Anchor to help distribute our podcast. So now it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Google Podcasts, all those good stuff.
Yeah, man, we're everywhere. That's why we have listeners from Germany and Kenya, and we can make bank out of this podcast with no minimum listenership, thanks to Anchor.
You're right. It is everything I need to make a podcast. And it's in one place.
What's that place?
It's Anchor, of course. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started if you want to be just like us. Anchor, you know this.
How you doing? You good?
It's hot as balls over here, so.
Yeah, California's ass.
Honestly, low key, like right now, it's kind of terrible. We just hit 600,000 COVID incidents, so
Ooh,
first state to do so, come at us.
really? New York didn't hit 600,000?
Yeah, we're the first one because we have so many people. Get on our level, states.
Okay, no, don't.
Where's the other 49?
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that picture in Wuhan where they had a pool party?
They did?
Yeah, they had a pool party. It was like a big festival, and it was like thousands of people there. But then, they haven't had like according to them, they haven't had a domestic case for like, I don't know, since May. So, I mean, we could be doing that right now, but look at us now.
Yeah, but besides that, we had thunderstorms in NorCal, so that was a little crazy.
Oh, damn. Did you reach 100 for where you live?
It got pretty hot. I don't know if outside technically got 100, but definitely like at, parts of the day felt like hundreds. And my car registered 116, so.
Holy
that was
moly.
hot.
It's like you're back in college, huh?
But yeah, the thunderstorms are kind of crazy. It was the first time that there was like so much lightning in an area that was near where I lived. It was like shaking the house. Like I woke up, I couldn't sleep that night. It was crazy.
Who's God mad at today or that day?
I'm telling you, dude, it's the day of reckoning. It's happening.
All right. Well, I'm ready. He could just take me. I don't think he's taking me. He is leaving me here. All right. Yeah, we're done with salutations. For those who are new in the podcast, I'm going to ask Jeremy a few questions about Princess Diana, and he's going to try to answer without me trying to help him. And once we figure out how clueless he really is, and it doesn't seem that good today because he knows nothing at all about Princess Diana or who she is, then it's time to drop some knowledge. Okay. So basically...
Is that really a thing now? Are we going to say knowledge every time? Knowledge.
Yeah, we're keeping what just happened in. So, but yeah, Jeremy, I'm gonna ask you a few questions about Princess Diana, and in the first half, and then I'm gonna give you the answers to the questions in the second half, and then we're gonna end with our fan favorite segment called Review of the Day. Sounds good?
Review of the day. Oh shoot, that's me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Let's get back into it. So Princess Diana, you don't know anything, huh? You don't know who she is. You have no idea?
She's English and she's part of the royal family.
Okay. That's all you think you know?
I feel like she has brown hair.
Okay.
Diana sounds like a brown hair girl.
All right, let's stop with your guesses now. So nothing rings a bell, right?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just give you a little background. I am prepared today because I knew you you didn't have any idea today.
Okay.
So, Princess Diana was Princess of Wales, and she is the mother of Prince William and Prince Harry. She was married to Prince Charles. Does that sound familiar? Those names sound familiar to you?
Queen Elizabeth isn't married to Prince Charles?
No, that's her son, you disgusting.
Who's Queen Elizabeth's husband?
Prince Philip. If you think Clint Eastwood looks really old, look up Prince Philip and you will see.
We're past raisin.
Oh, I don't even know how he's moving. Yeah, so Princess Diana was the wife of Prince Charles, and she is the mother of Prince Harry and Prince William. And you know who those are, right?
Yeah, sure.
No? God, this episode's gonna suck.
No, it'll be interesting. No, I know who some of those names are. Like, I know you said Prince William and Prince Henry and
Harry.
stuff like that. Harry? See, I don't know. Like, I can kind of imagine who they are. I don't know if I can exactly pinpoint the face to
The faces?
which is the
Okay.
names. But I know
you
that
know-
Prince Harry is
Uh-huh.
married to Meghan Markle.
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's
That's
fine.
it.
And then Prince William is married to Kate Middleton, and I think, do you know who Kate
Oh, yeah.
Middleton is? All right.
Yeah, I know who that is.
God.
I'm not
Alright,
shaking
so-
my head right now.
Princess Diana was considered the people's princess, and she was really famous for her activism and her fashion choices. And her life was really, it was on the media a lot. Like the spotlight was always on her and her life. And
Very public.
she did die in 1997 through a car crash. So also her death was kind of scrutinized by the media
Traumatic.
too. Traumatic, and
Oh.
also traumatic. So we're gonna get into that later as well. But yeah, that's Princess Diana. She did a lot of things to really step out of the royal shadows. Like, you know how when you think of the royal family, you have to be this and this and that. You know, you have to follow certain rules. But she didn't want to follow those rules. She broke a lot of the rules, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was really involved in a lot of things. So let's get into the questions. We're going to get into her family tree a little bit. And I want to ask you, so Princess Diana is related to a lot of U.S. presidents.
Oh,
There's a lot of 10 U.S. presidents actually. Yeah,
10?
yeah, 10.
I would have guessed 0 if you even asked me that question.
So my question is, can you guess which presidents she's related to? You don't have to
No,
guess 10.
George.
You can do like 5.
George Bush,
Okay.
Barack Obama, and
Uh-huh.
no, I'm just kidding. No. I'm gonna cut all those out. Those are not.
Really?
I'm not gonna count those.
Okay.
Oh man, you're saying how she's related to Queen Elizabeth because.
She married her son.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see. Is Queen Elizabeth like a great grandmother now? I didn't know that she had that many like
She's like
lineages
a
already.
great grandmother now. Or
Dang.
actually, no, just great grandmother, I guess. So Prince Charles is the heir to the throne. So when Queen Elizabeth dies, Prince Charles will be the king.
How old
And
is he?
he's in his 70s, so
Why are you having a 70-year-old becoming the king, man? Like at that
Well, I
point, you
mean-
should just skip a step and just go to the next one.
No, I mean, when he dies, then his son, Prince William, will become the king.
Yeah, and he'll be 72, and then everybody will keep on being. This is what happens when you have a queen who
monarchy.
won't die. Man. Just kidding. I don't know much
Ooh.
about you guys, about Queen Elizabeth or all
You
these
guys.
things.
And you know
But,
how I feel about the British.
I respect you. I don't know how Clint feels. I've not yet watched The Crown, but I heard good news about it. So, you know, I hear you guys are good. Anyways,
It is a great show. You should watch it.
Okay. Too much drama for me, but I guess I'll watch.
You know what? Shut up, Jeremy. I'm reeling you in. Answer the question.
Okay, 10 presidents. I'm gonna be surprised if I even knew 10 presidents. But anyways, I'm
Oof.
going to.
The American
like I might.
education system.
Okay, so
y'all.
I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna name like the first names that come in my mind. So, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and because he's related to John Adams, he must be related to John Quincy Adams too.
That's 4. You got one more.
A-
I mean, you can
Andrew
do 10. Do you?
Jackson.
Okay. Do you want to do 10? If you want to, I can.
Sure, why not? William Taft, the Roosevelts.
The Roosevelt.
But well, yeah, if you're related to one, you have to be related to the other one. You can't be only related to one Roosevelt.
Is Theodore and FDR, are they even related to each other?
Yeah, they're cousins, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, all right, good for them.
Wait, I might be wrong
Ooh.
about that. 1 second. They're related in-laws. Then why do they have, wait, so Eleanor Roosevelt's last name is Roosevelt and Franklin married another Roosevelt?
Let's get into that next episode. Let's get back
Well, I know
into
what my
this.
topic's going to be.
All right, teach me about
Oh,
FDR.
man. Okay, well, forget about that. You'll
Okay,
learn
you
about
have-
that, Clint, next week. Okay.
You have 2 more guesses, Jeremy.
George Henry Harrison. And can I name another one that's an older president?
They don't have to be old.
They're going to be.
Why?
President Lincoln.
Oh, God. All right, thank you for that. That was 10 guesses. All right, let's get back to her life before she was a princess. So she had multiple jobs. Can you guess what job she had before she became the princess?
Yeah. So a door-to-door sock salesman.
Gotcha.
She was also part of a second grade teacher. And
Uh-huh.
no, I'm just kidding. But actually, no, I feel like she might have been a teacher. She seems like she would have been she's such a political figure because she wants to do education to help. She's probably some sort of activist.
Uh-huh.
So
So no more sock salesman, but yes
No.
to teacher.
I'm gonna say yes to like she had some sort of relation to education.
Okay. All right.
That's my guess. I mean I can't really think of what else. Like, was she also an actor?
She met Clint Eastwood in the 60s.
Is that why she was into? Oh no, never mind. She's not.
No.
She didn't marry Prince Philip. Never mind.
No.
I'm getting all they're all princes. They all have English names, man. It's like they all look the same except they're wrinklier and like some have less hair. That's about it. That's all I know.
All right, let's move on from her jobs before she became a princess, and let's talk about her being a princess now. So when she became a princess, she was a lady of many firsts. So when she became a part of the royal family, there was a lot of firsts that she did or was a part of. Do you think you can guess what she was a first of? So I have on here, I think I have 3.
The royal family doesn't have to marry virgins, do they?
No, but they want you to.
Oh,
Yes.
so was she like the first who wasn't her first time before they
Okay.
got married? Was she divorced? She was the first Welsh person to become part of the royal family. For some reason, I have like this feeling in my gut that says the royal family is not actually that old. Like, so all like the history I know of the royal family, I might actually it's like maybe the past 100 years or so. Not 100 years, like past 500 years.
Queen Elizabeth has been queen for 100 years, so
See, if she was queen for 100 years, why does the person who's going to be 70 going to be the next person, right? Like, you should
Word.
skip a step. At that point, you should be like, okay, the first one who's under 60 years old gets to be the next patriarch or matriarch.
Well, if you want to change some royal rules, marry into the family, Jeremy, and maybe you can change some things.
I'm ready.
Seduce
Where's
Queen
this?
Elizabeth. And
Hey, is Prince
Oh,
Charles,
man.
is he still single?
No, he is not single. He has remarried.
Oh, dang it.
We'll get into that.
That was going to be the closest way to get into the royal family, you know?
No, you could just.
Or else
you
I'm
could-
going to have to wait like another 40 years or something. Like, it takes forever for these guys to relinquish their positions.
It's the English tea and biscuits, you know?
Everlasting life over here. Okay.
You had first non-virgin, you have first Welsh, and first divorced.
Yeah, sure. Why not? You know, I didn't even
Okay.
know those were my answers, but I'm going to
What?
say, yeah.
Ooh, the heat's
I
really
think-
getting to you, huh?
Oh, man, dude. Oh, I'm going to say that's pretty true. I can't really think of any other ones. And I feel like those are all plausible. You know, maybe it might be like another person who had a job before she was a princess, but that also feels weird too. So I'm not going to say that one as an answer.
All right. Thank you for that. So we're going to get into her tragic death now. And she did divorce Prince Charles. Each of them had affairs, so they did divorce in 1996.
divorced?
Yes, they divorced in
Oh.
1996. And she died in 1997. So she did die in a car accident, and she was with her rumored boyfriend. It wasn't really confirmed. His name is Dodi Fayed, and he was an Egyptian businessman, I believe. And he was like a playboy as well. And they were trying to stay away from paparazzi because they were going to have dinner somewhere. And they're in Paris. They just wanted to go back to their hotel. And that's when the driver hit a pole in a tunnel, I believe. And the driver and Dodi died during the crash, and Princess Diana died at the hospital. But what's interesting about the death is there's a lot of conspiracy theories about her death, which is, I mean, conspiracy theories exist everywhere where everyone's famous.
I'm hearing it right now, dude. All these theories are coming in my mind right now. I see it. It's been planned.
That's good. That's
the moon
good.
landing is fake, y'all.
Wait a minute.
Just kidding.
Let's talk about her death's conspiracy theories, okay? So I have here 3 of what I thought was the most like ridiculous, not the most ridiculous, but also like the most interesting to me. So if you have your guesses for what these 3 are, give me what you got.
The royal family planned it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, classic, because she divorced them and maybe they're trying to get rid of loose ends, you know? I'm going to say maybe this was a personal thing with Prince Charles. You know, Prince Charles himself, it wasn't like a whole royal family thing, but it was just a Prince Charles trying to sabotage because he was like, oh, hell no. You ain't dating no other Egyptian prince person. I'm the only royal family that's trying to get with you.
Oh. Well, he's trying to get her back. Are you trying to say that?
Maybe not get her back, but he's just doing it out of spite. You know, like, if I can't have her, no one can.
Classic villain line.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking the last one might be maybe, I feel like she did a lot of radical things. So it's either like maybe people were trying to get rid of her like radical ideas, like JFK kind of vibes, or it was like the Egyptian boyfriend because he's like a player. He might also have a lot of connections to mobs. He's got a lot of enemies.
So you want to tie that in with the radical things like mobs also. All right.
Yeah, you know.
All right. Hey, those are really good guesses. I'm proud of you. Look at that. You didn't know anything about her.
See, every time you say, you know, what a good guess, I'm always like, you know, I don't feel so hot anymore.
But I never said I'm proud of you. So this could be different, Jeremy. But yeah, that's it for the questions. Why don't we take a little break? Hey, y'all.
If you haven't been keeping up with our social media, we're having a giveaway.
What? Who are we giving away?
We're giving away our stickers. And you too can win a sticker of the Know This logo. All you have to do is follow our Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter and leave a comment tagging your friends. We'll allow multiple entries until September 18th, and then we'll randomly choose 3 winners. So, get to tagging, and good luck.
Yeah, let's get back to Princess Diana and see how much you knew about her. You ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
How confident you feel?
Oh, nope. I'm going to give myself a 20%.
All right. Well, let's get to it. So the first question I asked you was, she's related to 10 U.S. presidents, and you try to guess all 10 U.S. presidents. And you got half right, I think.
Oh.
So you didn't do too bad.
Well, I mean, granted, I said basically all the presidents I knew that I wasn't alive for.
So she is related to George Washington. She's related to John Adams and John Quincy Adams. You're correct with that.
There it is.
She's also related to Calvin Coolidge. I don't know if you know who he is.
Oh, yeah.
Millard Fillmore. You guess that.
Never heard of that name.
Rutherford B. Hayes. Never.
Are you making up presidents now?
Grover Cleveland.
Okay, I know that one.
And she is related to FDR, but she's not related to Theodore.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. You Googled it.
Hey, for those who are listening who don't understand, you'll find out next week.
Yeah.
So will Clint.
And she's related to both Bushes. So you're almost, almost got it. Yeah.
Dang. She actually is?
Yep, she's related to Big Bush and Little Bush, so, or Papa Bush and Baby Bush. They had like
that Big Bush.
They had like a nickname. Is it Papa Bush? Whatever. She was related to H.W. Bush and W. Bush.
Dang. How related are they though?
I am not sure. A lot of them are like 10th cousins.
So from what I just looked up, the relationship is Princess Diana is the 11th cousin, one time removed from George W. Bush.
Which does not make sense to me at all. I don't know what that means, so.
Oh, they're only one time removed though, so that's actually not that far away from each other.
I still don't know what
that's
that means.
Crazy. So one time removed is they're literal cousins almost.
Okay, let's move on from the Bushes. We're not giving them any more limelight. He is not America's grandpa, y'all. Stop it. You know what? Let's move on from the Bushes. No more Bush. Put your Bush away, Jeremy. So we talked about what job she might have had before she was a princess, and your guess was a teacher. And
Yeah.
you're correct. She was a kindergarten teacher.
Oh!
Look at that. Look at
that.
You're doing so good today.
I feel so much better.
Yeah, so she was a kindergarten teacher and she was also a nanny. So those were the jobs that they listed that she had before she was a princess. And she was paid only $5 an hour to play with children and do their laundry and clean. I don't know whose kids, but $5 is, I guess, back in the day. I don't know how $5 is.
I guess back in the day, it could have been not too bad, but it still doesn't seem that great. Like, you better have a lot more perks. Like, you better be able to, like, sleep in the house and have free food and stuff like that.
Yeah. But she was
For
probably like, you know what? I'm
$5.
done with this. I want to be a princess.
And then, Prince Charles, where's you at?
Walks in. So yeah, so she actually met Prince Charles through her sister because her sister and Prince Charles dated for a little bit. Yeah,
That's a little awkward, but okay.
She met Prince Charles there, and then they started dating after he dated her sister. But her sister doesn't seem like mad about it because they were like, I matched them together. She was like Cupid for them.
Oh, okay. You don't work for me, Prince Charles, but you know who you would be good for?
My sister.
My sister.
Skylar's sister. Okay.
I don't know how I would feel about
awkward,
that.
Yeah.
But, you know, if it worked for them, although I don't know how the sister felt when they started cheating and stuff, though.
Oh, that's true. But they both cheated, so we'll see.
Oh, she cheated too?
Yeah, she cheated too. There was a rumor that she cheated with her bodyguard. That wasn't confirmed, though. He cheated with, I think he cheated on her with his current wife now. I'm not too sure. He did date his current wife before he dated Diana. So that's also, there's a lot of, yeah, a lot of things.
So she was
there.
just a rebound?
I don't know. We got to ask Prince Charles.
Dang,
Prince Charles.
That's a very long rebound.
Get on our show, Prince Charles.
Take your wrinkly ass over here.
He's not as wrinkly as his father. God, look up Prince Philip. I need you to see it. Look up Prince Philip, please, right now.
Okay, I'm looking it up. Let me see. Oh God, he's like a freaking vampire.
I'm so scared of his face.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
what happened to his eyes?
He's still living though. I don't know what's going on, man. But
I'm sorry. Are you sure the queen doesn't have like another husband, or it's like she must be getting some, you know?
I mean, I don't think she needs a lot of satisfaction. She's also like 200 years old.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to be looking at this guy when I'm getting dick. But like,
I don't think she's getting.
Not that
dick.
I want dick, but like, Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, he's not looking so hot. He's 99 years old, Jeremy.
Oh my, he is.
Yep. But yeah, can we move on? Close the picture, Jeremy. You're gonna have nightmares.
No, oh my gosh.
Stop it. All right, so let's move on from Prince Philip and let's get back into what we're talking about here. So Princess Diana married Prince Charles in 1981, and she became the first of many things. So your guest was, she was the first to be the non-virgin. She was the first Welsh, and she was also the first divorced royal bride.
Yeah. The virgin one kind of was a joke, but it kind of almost made sense too, because you're saying how like they would prefer virgins. So I'm not really sure. But then I was also surprised that I found that they divorced and everything too. So we'll see what happens.
So you're wrong on the non-virgin part. So they actually pushed him to marry her because she was a virgin.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think he was like totally in love with Diana and wanted to marry her like really bad, but it was more of a push from the royal family themselves to marry her because she was a virgin and she had like...
Wait, how old was she then?
So going back to your question on their age gap, so Prince Charles was 12 years older than Princess Diana. So she was 20 when they got married and he was 32.
Okay. Yeah, because I was imagining it to be like a pretty young marriage.
So going back to your guesses, so you were wrong in the first that she was the first non-virgin to get married. You're also wrong on the first Welsh, and also wrong with the divorce. She was not divorced before she got married.
My streak could only go so far.
You didn't do so hot for this question. So she was actually the first royal bride ever to have a paying job.
Oh.
Yeah, until becoming engaged to an heir. So that's really a specific first.
So like all the other people didn't have jobs before?
I think it's specific to becoming engaged to an heir.
Okay.
Like of the throne. So I guess people that...
I guess it makes sense because I'm always imagining like people who are marrying into the family. They're usually always rich too because You know, it's like, oh, we're trying to combine our like the nations together. And then so these people are already part of other royal families who are already usually pretty rich, or like I'm the Duke of whatever, where like you probably don't need to have a job because you just have so much money laying around.
Yeah. So she was also the first royal bride to have a university degree. So good for her. She got it from Cambridge. So she's smart. She got some knowledge. She's smarter than us. And she was the first to give birth in a hospital, because the tradition is to give birth at the royal house at Buckingham Palace. But she did not want to do that. She gave birth of Prince William at a hospital, and Prince Charles too.
I mean, that makes sense. I wouldn't want a lot of fetus juice going around. You know, that is centuries of fetus juice from that one room. Okay.
I think they clean it out, Jeremy.
That's gross. You know how that stains? And you know how that's gonna stay there every single time?
They changed the mattresses. I don't.
That's a little gross.
They don't just keep the same. This mattress, Princess blah 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 gave birth on this mattress. No.
And they use the same one every time. It's a lucky mattress.
God. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the hospital.
Hey, I would too. If I saw that mattress.
But also another first, I think. So I lied to you. I said that there was 3. There's 4.
Okay.
So she was the first British citizen to marry an heir to the British throne since 1659.
So what did the other ones do?
They weren't British citizens. They were all just from somewhere else.
Oh, so British, does that mean like part of the UK?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So like everyone else married like someone from like France or other places?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah,
so Meghan Markle's not that surprising then?
No.
It's a little surprising because like she's not like a royal
heir.
Family or anything. Oh, he's not an heir?
No, Prince William is. It's the oldest. Yeah.
Wow, what a specific first then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like very specific then.
Yeah.
Wait, no wonder Prince Harry doesn't even want to be part of the family anymore.
Yeah,
like he's not even an heir. He doesn't get anything. He's already
a prince.
Meghan Markle, who's like an actor, and they got plenty of stuff. Like, why? Yeah, of course you would come back to the U.S. I mean, this is before all the coronavirus stuff. But like, hey, like the U.S. got everything else. You know, you can have a nice life. You're already really influential. Everyone over here loves you. Why the hell? You're not going to get any more British fame. I'm sure people from UK already probably look down at him a little bit for marrying an American. So come back to USA, dude.
Yeah, there's not really a chance for him anymore because if Prince William dies, it's his kid that gets it. Even if they're babies, they're still probably going to be the king or queen.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. He's going to be freaking like 80 years old anyway. So.
God. I mean, they don't really have any. I mean, they have a lot of.
It's just like
influence.
Yeah.
That's the thing about them. But yeah, she's a lady of many firsts. So that's all the firsts. So you were pretty wrong on that guess. But I think this next question, you do better.
That's good to know.
So we talk about her tragic death. And we talk about the conspiracy theories around her death. And your guess was that the royal family planned it because they were bitter about the divorce and they wanted to cut loose ends. You talk about Prince Charles doing it because he had a personal agenda. And then you also talked about how her radical ideas got her in trouble with the mob because her boyfriend also influential and that kind of got her in trouble. And you were pretty on the nose on the first 2 with the conspiracy theories. So there is a lot of conspiracy theories that the royal family planned it. It was not an accident, that it was a murder. And one of the biggest reasons that people say is that they didn't want Princess Diana to marry a Muslim man because she did still have ties to the royal family and they didn't want... Yeah, she was dating an Egyptian, a Muslim man, Dodi. And the rumors are that they didn't want her to marry a Muslim man. And there was also another rumor that she was pregnant with his child and they didn't want her to carry a child from a Muslim man. But there wasn't anything based on her autopsy that she was pregnant. There wasn't anything. But a lot of people say that a lot of the evidence has been fixed because they think it was planned by the royal family. So you can go in a really deep dive in the conspiracy theories about her death. There's a whole Wikipedia page just on theories about her death.
Yeah, so I could totally see that. I guess it makes sense. But I'm still surprised how much the royal family cares about all this.
I think they care a lot about their image.
Like it makes sense that they want to keep like a pure image, you know, but like the whole virgin thing and this whole like marrying a different religion, it makes sense because originally the whole thing is based off of like Christianity.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of surprised how much influence and how much they care about it still right now, right? Because it's been what, how many years now?
I mean, it was only a year after their divorce was finalized that she died, but they were separated in 92, so they've been separated for a while. And I think the queen pushed them to divorce because it wasn't working out. So I'm not sure about the basis of this conspiracy theory. What do you think?
I don't know anything about this family or anything like that, but the whole conspiracy thing, I would totally see Prince Charles wanting to do something, or the royal family, especially how much they care about stuff. Like, it's like how everyone is pretty sure the presidents probably have had to do some shady stuff that the public doesn't know, because one, they're the presidents, so they probably know a lot of things that we don't know, and two, like, you have that much that power, you might have done some shady things. I kind of feel like the royal family, just like that, probably has done some shady stuff too, and they could have done this influence. I don't know if it was specifically royal family or if it was anything else. It could have just been an accident, but I feel like if it wasn't the royal family as a whole, it might have been like one person who's related to them. You know, like, oh, it could be Prince Charles, or it could be just a maid, or it could be somebody who's related, you know.
Like, it wasn't all of them. I get yeah, that makes sense.
But, you know, like,
they had a family meeting, guys.
It is an intervention. Diana's got to go.
We gotta do something. And Prince Philip with his eyes.
See, he's the one who, you know what? Now that you say that, I could see Prince Philip mastermind behind the whole thing. Like, he's sitting in like the corner where it's dark, and he doesn't say anything during the meeting, but at the very end, he just says, "There must be a car accident." You know?
He's in the robe, in the black robe.
Yes. He's hooded. Okay, I see the whole thing, and you can't see you only see his silhouette. He's probably petting like a cat too, or something. I can see it right now.
All right, let's stop with your Prince Philip fan fiction here.
Okay, no, this is it. Prince Philip is the culprit. I'm putting it right here. Putting it right now. Prince Philip is the culprit.
All right, let's start a message board. But okay, there was a conspiracy theory that they say that she faked her own death. And so that was pretty interesting. They believed that she wanted to slip away from like the media scrutiny, you know, and being always like paparazzi always following her. So they said that she faked her own death, and she wanted to change her identity and start a new life with her boyfriend. So that was a conspiracy theory. I don't see that happening because her body was found and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that one's the weakest one. I mean, one, you don't have to fake your own death. You have so much money and power, you could just move to a different country where everyone else doesn't really care as much about you, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like Jeremy doesn't even know about you.
Exactly. Come to America, dude. Like, come through. I wouldn't treat you like anybody else.
But yeah, other people that believe this conspiracy theory think that the faking her own death went wrong and that she died. She actually did die in a tragic car accident, but her plan was to fake it. But ultimately, what it stands right now is that the driver is at fault of the accident because they saw that he was intoxicated, and that I think he was also under the influence of multiple drugs when he was driving. So
yeah, the way you said it with him driving into a pool, it seems like it had to be a driver's fault. Unless someone drugged him.
There's a lot of interesting facts. So there's one thing that there was a bright flash, they said, before he hit a pole. So aliens. I don't know who saw the bright flash and what's happening, but I'm not sure. First, they blamed like the paparazzi because they kept taking pictures and the driver got distracted.
Oh.
So that was another thing. But I mean, the paparazzi there's still kind of responsibility because they were the ones that like pushed him away, you know? That's why they left, because it was them. But there's a deep hole you can go into her death.
Yeah. Like, paparazzi doesn't have any legal ramifications, but like it looks bad on the paparazzi for sure. But no one likes the paparazzi, so.
Yeah, no one does. But yeah, there's a lot of things. Like, they said that the evidence is all like doctored. There's a bunch of conspiracy theories out there, but I don't like believing conspiracy theories because it's just gonna break my head. It's too much, because it's like, if this isn't real, then what the hell? Yeah,
I don't really like thinking about it either. Like, thinking about, like, is the government listening in on you or things like that?
They are. Hello.
NSA, listen to us.
Please.
Get on our pod.
Sponsor us, NSA. Like, just put us.
You know, hey, NSA, get some of your NSA friends to listen to us too, dude. We need the bumps. We need the listens.
And tell us to rate and review. That's all we need.
Yeah. Yeah, you can review and you don't have to put NSA on it. You can put any other
No.
name on it. It's fine.
Come on. Well, yeah, that's it for Princess Diana. How you feel? You didn't
Like
do pretty bad.
especially for not knowing anything about her.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely has a very I don't know. Do you know who Evita is from the musical?
Yeah. Don't cry for me,
For me, Argentina. Yeah,
The
that one.
truth is okay.
Copyright.
Not a musical.
Yeah, so that one, she has like this kind of feeling to her. She like had a lot of positive influence to the public. She really cared, but then maybe there was also a lot of other things happening that was dramatic and a lot of drama in her life.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, I mean, I don't know as much. Like, I don't actually know what positive influence she had in the UK.
She was a very strong HIV advocate. So she did a lot of work about HIV. And that was one of her things. She was called the People's Princess for a reason because of all the things she did. And the people still talk about her till today. So
yeah. And Bush is, you know, America's grandpa. So
no, he's not. He does not deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh God. No, you know what? No more Bush. You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's review of the day time.
Oh, you know what we need? We need like a jingle for the review of the day. That's what we need.
Questions.
What's the truth? This is our review of the day. Now that it's the end of our podcast, it's the end of our episode. So we'll get on to our last segment. It is the review of the day. All right. So my review of the day is this brand, not a sponsor, Fruity Gummies.
What does the E stand?
I don't know what the E stands for.
It's electronic. You can smoke it?
No. No, it's called Fruity. That's the brand, even though they're not a sponsor. It's like a gummy brand, which usually has like pizza gummies or like burger gummies, or they have like hot dog gummies. Oh, I got some for my birthday, but I got this like a month ago.
Oh, someone doesn't know when your birthday is.
So this one is the Fruity burger. I don't know. You might have seen these before.
Maybe it's like Fruity. Frutti.
What? Like Italian or something?
Yeah,
I think fruity.
It's a fruity.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
What does that taste like? It's a fruity.
All right, but so I like it because it has like a very, I don't know. Honestly, it does have like a very artificial taste.
Fruities.
But like, yeah, it's fruity. What type of fruit? No idea. I can't give you any indication of what type of flavor it is. It all kind of tastes the same, to be honest. But what I really like is like the texture of the gummy and just how it doesn't really stick in your teeth where Haribo gummies will and other types of like gummy candy might.
Don't talk smack about Haribo.
Hey, they're all good. This is just my favorite.
Okay.
This one is my favorite because it's stale.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I like
just like because I know that you're kind of into stale stuff too.
Yeah.
Stale like crackers and stuff. But so this gummy, when it gets stale, it gets a little hard. Ooh. So now there's more to chew. I actually don't like gummies that are just like kind of melt in your mouth because like when you're chewing it and then it's gone so quickly, I actually like a little bit more texture to it. Okay. So the pizza gummy right now that I have is stale. I don't really know how old it is because when I got it, it was already stale, but it has so much more like texture to it and so much chew that like you get the flavor longer and it's just more delicious.
And
so
it's a fruity.
Yeah, so it's my favorite gummy of all time. It's my favorite candy, I think.
Oh my God. Favorite good candy? Not the marshmallow peeps?
I'm going to give it like a 6.5 slices out of 8.
Slices, because it's Italian. 6.5 Italians out of 10.
Not out of 10, out of 8.
Not out of 10. Oh, out of 8.
6.5 out of 8. The only reason is because it needs to be stale to be my favorite, you know? And it like specifically needs to be the pizza one. And also like, what the hell? Fruity, you guys got to tell me what type of flavor it is, okay? Like, I know it's artificial.
No flavor, it's just sugar.
But like, there's something that makes it special, and I need to know what it is. I will bump it up a whole extra pizza slice if you tell me what type of flavor it is.
It's a fruity. Before I turn into Mario, take us home, Jeremy.
Well, thanks for listening. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at KnowThisPod. And please rate and review our podcast, especially on Apple Podcasts or anywhere that you can review. If you got suggestions for a different segment, if you got a suggestion for a topic, tell us on our podcast email called the Know This Podcast at gmail.com.
Cover art by Amy Hoffman. Music by Karthik Krabakaran. Edited and produced by Clint Valencia. That's me. And Jeremy Mack. See you next week.
Yours
Bye,
truly.
y'all. Nope, that's it.
Come on, every time.